tip my hat to 98 guys in the locker room. It was another 60-minute game. We had to play all 60 of it. All three phases had their points in the game where they made key stops or stands or plays to get us to that point, with the touchdown late. So it was a great team win, and one that we needed all hands on deck in a full 60 minutes to get it done.
Coach, I noticed you guys elected to not kick it deep the majority of the game. Can you talk a little bit about your decision-making process behind that?
Well, I mean, part of the challenge when you play Jacksonville is they're capable of scoring in a hurry on all three phases. They've had defensive touchdowns, plenty of special teams touchdowns, as well as their offense. So we're trying to limit their opportunities. Now, I don't know if we executed the game plan exactly like it was drawn up. You don't particularly want them to start out at midfield every time. So, but the plan going in was to limit to get them out of the the timing type returns where the ball's kicked, they set up blocks, and here they come at you. We're trying to disrupt timing as well as we could.
Matt, final sequence.
Man, that was wild. It was just one of those other drives again. We've had that last couple games, and it just shows how much heart that we have as an offense and as a team, and the confidence that we have in ourselves and also the coaches have in us. And you go 95 yards in 3 minutes or whatever it was, 2:30 or whatever it was. Truly wonderful, obviously, and I'm glad I got in the last second of the game.
Did the weather out there play a factor at all? It was hailing at one point, it was raining, it was windy, it was cold.
You can't control the weather, obviously. We were prepared for that all week. On Tuesday it was probably 25 mile per hour winds and raining and snowing and sleeting, whatever it was, So we practiced on that, and we just got to make adjustments as the game went on, and you can't control the weather. We can only control ourselves.
Jordan, undefeated at home this year and undefeated in conference. Just kind of talk about this team and the last couple of weeks where you've pulled out some pretty exciting wins.
This team is it's really incredible. We just keep fighting 60 minutes. We don't let the score determine how we play. It goes back to the hard work we've been putting in all year. The winter conditioning, summer camp. This team never quits. They always fight. That's led to us pulling out a lot of victories that, a lot of people wouldn't think we'd be able to pull out. This is just another incredible game, and it's just very blessed to be a part of such a competitive and hard-working team.
Jordan, your last home game, probably good to get a win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was great to get a win senior day. Every senior wants to win on senior day. And the fact that we've never beaten that team, it's an added bonus. Jacksonville's a great team, and, to beat them just feels really good, especially on senior day.
Coach, excuse me, can you talk a little bit more about that first ever win against Jacksonville? How's that feel?
Well, they're really, really good, and they're hard to prepare for. They can beat you in so many different ways, and we felt like we've gotten closer over the years. When we won in 09, they handled us pretty good. In the last couple of years, we felt like we've had chances if we could play a 60-minute game and not give up the explosive plays. So that was the plan coming in, is to limit their explosion plays and compete for 60 and see how it shook out. You can see, they're talented, and you tip our hat to guys down in the locker room. Our guys prepared well all week, and there was a focus about how they went about it. And like Jordan said, the scoreboard didn't affect the play all day. We were locked in on what we were doing, and we were able to get a win.
Jordan, the last couple of weeks, you guys have been able to kind of bend, but you've been limiting people to 3 instead of 7. Can you talk about the defense in the red zone?
With us, it's all about it's just about keeping our focus. I think sometimes we have troubles locking in on keys and stuff like that, but we always keep fighting. We always find a way to get together. And if we have mental lapses or we have some technique problems, we always find a way to get them fixed. The coaching staff does a great job of fixing it. So I think, with us, the bend but don't break, we would like to be, don't bend, don't break, period. But, we just always want to find a way to get them off the field and get the ball back in our offense's hands, because we know that the offense will always score points if we get them the ball. Coach always harps on playing complementary football, and we always pick each other up on the side of the ball. So when the offense is down, we make sure we step our play up, and when we're down, the offense picks us up. So,
Coach, thankfully that fake punt there didn't cost you, but I'm sure Jeremy Stevens wasn't happy to drop the ball on his one chance there.
Well, I mean, it shows you a little bit about Jeremy as he went out and played defense the very next play and forgot all about it, and kept playing and got it. Was part of a unit that got us stopped and got us another shot at it. So I mean, there's never one play that makes a game, and it just shows you how mentally tough he is and what a great asset he is for our defense.